Well, howdy there pluggers, I have a Solfing here again with you. Thanks very much for joining me for another guitar lesson. This is hopefully the final part of Freight Train, okay? The finger picking exercise that we were doing, and the song is written by Elizabeth Cotten, and this lesson is basically based on her version of it. Way back in the sort of 50s, I think she released it. Okay. So far, every time I've done a lesson, the previous two lessons, I've released into the tab sheet. Well, I've done it again. I've rewritten the tab completely, okay, and it's reasonably good quality, legible this time, okay. So if you go to the description box, you'll see another link to a download of this revitalised tab sheet, rewritten by me. Which hopefully is pretty close to what I'm trying to teach you, okay? I don't claim this to be 100% accurate to the Elizabeth Cotten version, but it's a fairly close replica, okay? So in the previous lesson we got to, on the new sheet, we look at the new sheet, it's line 2 we finished on last time. So the line 2 was, on this new sheet is... that sort of thing, okay. If you look at line 2 on the new sheet, you'll see that, and then the bar 4 is slightly different now on line 2. If you look at bar 4 on line 2, it comes into a 6th string 3rd fret, 2nd fret on the 4th string, 6th string on 3rd again, and then an F, which are the 1st fret of the 6th string, which leads us into the E chord, okay. So that whole line 2 is now okay, and then it goes down into the E, okay, so okay, so that's slightly different. That last bar is slightly different to the previous lesson, okay. So then we go into the hardest part of the song, line 3. Okay, so we hold an E shape, okay, and we pluck the open 6th and the open top string, 1st string together. Then we hit a 2nd on the 4th, and then the 6th string on its own, then the 2nd string on its own, and the 2nd on the 4th on its own. Okay, so the first bar is, okay, first bar line 3. Then we move to bar 2 on line 3, and again it's a double pick between the 6th string open and 1st string open, 2nd string on the 2nd fret on the 4th again on its own, then another top string open, 1st string, so then another 6th string open, so okay, then we put our pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and pick that on its own, and then the 2nd on the 4th again on its own. So that whole bar is okay. The two together are slowly, even slower. Okay, then we go to the hardest part of this song, and that is the F chord with the bend in it, okay, which is very hard to get into, I think, personally. You don't hear many people playing the bend on the anyway, I digress. Right, so unfortunately you have to play this with the thumb over method on the F, okay. For those of you who haven't done it before, you can't play this picking without any other shape. You have to put your thumb over, I don't think there's any other way you can do it. So you basically play the F chord like you would normally play an F, but you don't have to worry about the top string. We're not interested in the string 1 at all, so you just need to put those 3 diagonally across, from the 1st on the 2nd, 2nd on the 3rd, and 3rd on the 4th. Now the thumb has to go over the 1st fret of the 6th string, which is extremely hard if you're not used to it. I do it a reasonable amount, and I still fluff it quite a bit of the time. It's not natural to do it for me personally. Okay, but as long as you get, even if it's deaded, as long as it sounds roughly like an F, it's not too bad. Okay, but you need to practice this. It's not easy. Okay, so you come out of that E, 2 bars of the E chord there on line 3, and you put this F shape together with the thumb over, and you pluck the first on the 6th thumb where the thumb is, and the first on the 2nd where your first finger is together. Okay, double pick. Then you play the 4th string and the 2nd string, one after the other, on single notes. Okay. Okay. Then you play the 6th string on its own again with the thumb over. Okay. So I've got that. So, and then you play the first on the 2nd again on its own. So okay, got this break. Trying to keep this while slowly is killing me, I tell you. Okay, so having got to the halfway through bar 3 now. Now this is where the really tricky bit comes in. You've got to put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 6th whilst holding this F down and the thumb, and bend it, hit it, and try and bend it up. Don't have to bend it too far, just so it goes slightly out of tune, sort of thing. Okay, so far we've got this. Okay, and when you're bending it, just bend it a bit. Don't have to bend it very far. When you come in, when you bent it, go and hit the thumb onto the 3rd fret of the 4th string, even before it's finished sounding, really. Okay, so it's almost the same time, just a fraction after you start to bend that third fret of the 2nd string, you hit the F, 3rd fret of the 4th. Okay, so it's then hit the first on the 6th which your thumb's doing, and the first on the 2nd again with your first finger together, double pick, followed by the 3rd on the 4th on its own, followed by, again just on its own this time, the first on the 6th, and then the 3rd on the 4th on its own again. So you got this 2 together, first on the 6th and first on the 2nd, 3rd on the 4th, 6th, first on the 6th, and then 3rd on the 4th on its own. Okay, so it's okay, 2nd half of this bar. So the whole bar is, so I'll do it again. Can't really slow this down. I'll try. So I can't. It's one of those things you got to keep moving with it. Just practice makes perfect. Okay, so line 3 as a total is. So it's like that, my fingers then moving up. See, it's really tricky this. Okay, when you speed it up, it's not so bad. It's when you try and slow it down, you tend to get fingers move about and slide around and stuff. Anyway, enough excuses. Now we go to bar 4 on line 3, and it's a C shape now. Form a C shape, and we pluck the 3rd on the 5th. And open top string, first string together, followed by the 2nd on the 4th, that one, okay, and then followed quite quickly with the 1st on the 2nd. So far you've got, okay, and then the 2nd half of bar 4 on line 3, again 3rd on the 5th on its own this time, and then you basically move that 2nd finger down to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Goes from the 4th down to the 3rd, and you go 3rd on the 5th, then the 2nd on the 3rd, and then open fourth, because that finger's now moved down to there. You've got an open fourth. So it's the whole bar is okay. Slowly. Okay. So the whole line 3 is something like that. Then we go to line 4. Okay, and this is basically after you've done line 3, line 4, first bar is your 3rd on the 6th. It's basically a G sort of shape. Play that on its own, followed by the 1st on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. That one. Okay, so followed by open 4th, open 3rd. So then you play the 3rd on the 6th on its own again, so far, and then you put your pinky on the 3rd on the 2nd string, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and that one on its own, and then the 3rd string on its own. So this whole bar is okay. So the last bar of line 3 and the first bar of line 4 are, sorry, do it again. Okay, then we move into bar 2 of line 4, and it's a C shape, and you play the 3rd on the 5th and the 1st on the 2nd together. Just a normal double pluck. Then you basically play the open 5th, the 3rd on the 6th, and open 6th. So, got that? Okay. So that whole line 4 so far is line 4, bar 1 and 2 is slowly again. Okay, and then the final bar 3 on line 4 is again C shape, 3rd on the 5th and the 1st on the 2nd together. And then the 2nd on the 4th, so, and then the 3rd open. So then that note moves up to the 3rd on the 6th, and then you play the 6th on its own, 3rd on the 6th on its own, the 1st on the 2nd on its own, the 2nd on the 4th again, and then open 3rd. So the second half of that bar is. So that whole bar is okay. So line 3 and line 4 together are something like this. This should be fun. Hit the odd wrong note, it doesn't matter, okay, but it's probably, very rarely do you play it the same way twice, I don't think. Okay, so then we move into line 5, which basically is a repeat of line 3. Okay, again it's the E shape, exactly the same as it was in line 3, and the F shape. The whole line 5 is exactly the same as line 3. Just repeats line 3 basically, so it's okay. And then we go to line 6, which again is basically a repeat of line 4, okay, which is the 3rd on the 6th string, first bar of line 6, 1st on the 2nd, 4 open, 3 open, 3 3 on the 6th, then little pinky on the 2nd, 3rd of the 2nd, that's right, 3rd fret of the 2nd, followed by the 3rd open. So, and then again, the same bar, again a repeat of line 4, the C shape, 3rd on the 5th and the 1st on the 2nd together, open 5th string, 3rd on the 6th string, open 6th string, and then we just play a C chord. So that whole lines 5 and 6 are something like this. So let's do it again. I can see what I'm doing. Just move my sheet. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay. So this lesson has covered basically all the way from lines, most of the, well, we've done line 2 as well, line 2 all the way down to line 6 really, so ha. Sorry. More practice needed. Yes. Anyway, that's basically on a good day you try and get it in one hit, but there's always seems to be something that goes slightly awry somewhere. I need to practice it more. Anyway, that's what I think is a reasonable copy of what Elizabeth Cotten is playing. Just keep, practice it slowly and gradually speed it up, and hopefully you'll get it. Okay. All the best with that, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay. Bye bye.